Hi, welcome to a virtual guide on requesting a ballot by mail in the state of Virginia. This presentation is brought to you by Virginia Organizing. We're a statewide grassroots community organization that's been around for 25 years. So in order to request a ballot by mail online, you go to vote.elections.virginia.gov/voter information. You should see then a citizen portal presented by the Virginia Department of Elections. You will then select the apply to vote by mail option. You should then be directed to this page asking what can you do as a registered voter using the portal, and then you will fill out your first name, your last name, date of birth, the last four of your social security, and the locality in which you're voting in. That's just your city or your county that you're currently residing in or are registered to vote in. And then you will certify and affirm that all the information you provided is correct. And then you'll go ahead and press submit. You should then end up at a page, if you are registered to vote, you should then end up at this page where there is your name, your current status in terms of registering to vote. And then at the very, very bottom, you will see this option of I want to apply to vote absentee by mail. You will select this box and then press continue. You'll be then asked to provide a Virginia driver's license or state ID number. You are not able to request a ballot by mail if you don't have one of these two items. You can still call, though, your local registrar to see if you can get a ballot sent to you that way. You might have to also go in person to their office. Then you go and you fill out your date of birth, you provide your social security number, and then you check the two boxes at the bottom. Press next. You will then be asked what is your residency status. You can select either option that best fits your situation. Press next. You will then state whether or not you are a member of the Uniformed Services or you are a spouse of dependent or dependent of a member of the Uniformed Services. It's fine if you're neither. Simply select that option and then move forward. Then you're going to be asked whether or not you'd like to vote by mail. You can select you'd like to vote in mail for this upcoming election, or that I would like to vote by mail in each election for the remainder of the calendar year. So in Virginia, we only have one election for the rest of the calendar year. It's the November 3rd, 2020 general election. So you can simply select the top option to move forward. There's probably no reason you should select the bottom option if you're here requesting an absentee ballot, because simply this will just take you to exit out of the screen. So go ahead and select the top option and then press next. You'll then be asked to choose an election which you want to vote in. Again, the only one that's an option is the 2020 November general election. Press next. It will then ask you where you'd like to send your ballot. If your ballot needs to go to an address that is different than the residence you previously listed, then you would select this option, and then you would submit the address in which you need the ballot to go to. If it is going to the same address, don't worry about clicking this box, just go ahead and press next. You'll then provide contact information for the registrar to be able to reach out to you if they have any questions about your application. So you go ahead and put your phone number and an email address. It's not required, either of these fields, so it is just to help the registrar contact you if there is an issue. And then lastly, you can ask that if you need assistance in completing your ballot because of a disability, blindness, or inability to read or write, you can check this box at the bottom. If you check the box, an assistance form will be provided with the ballot that gets mailed to you. Lastly, you'll have the option to review your application. You can simply select each of the boxes like absentee or contact information to see if that information matches what it should be. And once you look at that, you can go ahead and click the box swearing and affirming that all of the information you provided was correct to the best of your knowledge. Go ahead and press submit. After that, you should be able to then check in the citizen portal whether or not your application was received and if your ballot was mailed to you. It will sometimes take a day or two for the system to update, so just go back and check later. So you can come back to this home page of the citizen portal, and then you'll go ahead and click check registration status. You'll do the same thing before of providing your name, your date of birth, the last four of your social security, and your locality. Make sure to certify and affirm the information provided is correct. Go ahead and press submit. You'll then go ahead back to this main page, and then you will scroll down on this page, and you will see this under absentee, where you'll see the election that it's talking about, the status, whether it was approved or denied for whatever reason, if the application was received and the day it was received on, if the ballot was issued by the registrar's office, and then if the ballot was received again by the registrar after you sent it in. So that's after you got the ballot, you filled it out, and then you sent it back in the mail. It will list the date that it was received. Thank you so much for participating in this virtual walkthrough. We really appreciate it. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can contact me at 540-560-5884 or at sierra@virginia-organizing.org. If you have any questions, please feel free to share this with any person who you think this would be helpful for or would like to request an absentee ballot. Thanks so much.